Why are there so many detractors trying to ruin your business? Is there any way to help with you, to deal with these people? How do we spread the word in 2016 that your content is becoming, great in this year? How do we support you without Patreon? Because honestly, I only have so much disposable income. If you can answer this, thanks. All right. I'm not even going to go into why I have so many detractors. The bottom line is a viral movement on YouTube to take negative stuff out of my playthroughs because I was one of the few people doing raw playthroughs, okay, and was known for doing raw playthroughs. I would upload the good with the bad. A viral movement to make montages of only the fail moments and the rage moments of my playthroughs made me look like a jackass. And I had absolutely no recourse against it whatsoever. I couldn't take down the videos. I couldn't even find a way to defend myself because the videos just constantly went viral. Therefore, there's a large group of people on the internet that dislike me and think that I don't deserve any kind of success. And off of that offshoot, there's been tons of things that have happened. Some people that are angry at one particular thing I said here and all this shit. So there's a million different reasons, all right? When you're on YouTube for 8+ years, chances are you're probably going to have a lot of people that don't like you for one reason or another, okay? How do you spread the word that DSP Gaming is going to be a great year in 2016? Well, that I really can't answer because I don't know, quite honestly, how you would spread the word when everyone hears DSP, Darkside Phil, or DSP Gaming. They say, oh, that's that jackass that sucks at games, right? And he blames the game developers on every single video. No, not at all. But that's what people believe because they got this group mentality, this sheepish mentality to just believe what we're told by a meme. I had a person, I talked about this before, a person on the forums who said they had only heard negative shit about me. They couldn't find a new This Is How You Don't Play video, so they started watching me play Firewatch, and they loved it. They were like, this is nothing like what people say about Phil at all. He's taking his time with the game. He's listening to the commentary. He's not blaming game devs. He's having fun with the game. Wow, I don't even understand how this has become the mainstream belief about Phil. Because people are stupid. Because people just want to laugh and be negative and be sheep. They don't want to actually fucking think for themselves and go out there and find that I've uploaded over 40,000 videos to YouTube in 8 years, and the majority of them aren't what people say about me. It's that simple. Okay? Too fucking lazy. Right? How can you support me without Patreon? You don't have to do Patreon. Seriously. Like, so many people say that. But I wish I could do Patreon, but I can't, so I can't support Phil. That's completely false. Watch the videos. Obviously, like and comment on the videos if you like them and you want to leave a comment and you have something to say. All that helps me, brings me up in YouTube rankings. Also, social interaction. And I want to say this is a big one. Why is it that I have over 20,000 followers on Twitter, but when I say something important on Twitter or something pertinent on Twitter, I can barely get anyone to even, like, retweet or favorite or even say anything? Why is it that there's jackasses on the internet who literally say stupid shit every 5 seconds on Twitter, and they get 500,000 fucking retweets and shit? And I'm not even talking people who have big followings. People who have around the same following as me. They say the dumbest shit on Twitter. Like fucking vapid, airheaded, dumb, dunderheaded shit. And they fucking get all this attention. Because, I'll be honest, social media is huge right now. Twitter is giant. And when I started on YouTube, I was like, I don't want to do Twitter. I don't want to be part of it. And now I realize what a big driving force it is. There's people, YouTubers, the reason they're popular is because they have such a social media following. You know? It's not about really the videos they put out. It's the fact that they put out a video, but then they follow up on Twitter, and there's conversations that go on, and people retweeting, and blah, 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 blah. Social interaction is also huge. So, Twitter and all that, commenting on YouTube videos and stuff like that is huge. And that's going to, help get word out. I put out videos about important stuff, and if people don't use social media to spread the word will not get out that I did it. It's that simple. It'll get buried under everything else on YouTube because I don't have that reach or that clout anymore that I used to because of all the negativity from the years. All right? If you could choose to buy a new camera for your vlogs today, what would it be? And what would it most add to how your videos are compared to your current camera? That's from Atlas Telemon. First of all, yeah, a lot of people have asked me the question, whatever happened, Phil, to the idea of you raising money through Patreon to buy a new camera? Because all last year, you had it as a stretch goal. You raised around $400 for it. You said you wanted to raise maybe $850 to get a really good camera. And then the goal disappeared, and I did explain it, but a lot of people didn't get the explanation, so allow me to explain. I wanted to get a really good camera. I wanted to get one that does 1080p, 60 frames per second, has a large lens so that the footage isn't fuzzy. Right now I'm using a webcam that's fuzzy. That's why it doesn't look so good. If I use a camera with a large lens, the videos will look much better. Crisp, clean, right? Higher quality video. The larger the lens, the better the video will look, period. That's just a given in photography, is the larger the lens, the better your picture is going to look, okay? So, also, I want to get a mic input. Okay? Because I want to be able to use this camera anywhere. I don't want to just have it limited to my office. Like this camera here, webcam, is limited to my office. My camcorder, my hand camcorder that I use, my Panasonic, is kind of crappy. It's very fuzzy. It doesn't come out clear at all. And the microphone isn't great on it. And so I wanted to get a high quality camera, large lens, 1080p, 60 frames per second, mic input so I can have a mic too. Then I could go do stuff like my plans were to do like green screen stuff in my garage using the mic so you don't hear the massive echo of my garage. And that it would be high quality stuff I could use to integrate into videos and vlogging and stuff like that. Unfortunately, we all know what happened last year. For those of you who don't, I'll review. Number one, I had false copyright strikes against my YouTube channels for using fan art. And not only fan art, but any kind of art. People found a way to abuse YouTube's copyright system. So any kind of thing that I have in a video that I don't own could be claimed. So immediately, it completely destroyed the idea of me ever using the green screen. Because I can't appear in front of anything. I'm not even kidding you. Anything can be matched. So if I, any game that I wanted to be in front of, any fucking picture that I wanted to be in front of, anything, they'll just fucking flag it and I'll get a copyright strike. So immediately, I can't even use the green screen. After all the work I put in to building the thing in the fucking garage, I had all these plans. I had a plan to do all kinds of stuff with Fallout 4. I was saving bottle caps for almost 6 months so I could do scenes in Fallout 4 where it was like currency and I could joke around with bottle caps and stuff like that. And because of the bullshit, because of these fucking stupid kids, these fucking teenage losers, alright? I got fucked, and I can't ever use the green screen until YouTube fixes its copyright system, which, as you know, if you've been watching my vlogs recently, doesn't seem like they're going to. They don't give a fuck. So, I'm fucked in that regard. That's number one. Number two, I lost thousands of dollars in revenue from the months of September to December of 2015 because my channel, my YouTube channel, dropped out of YouTube search rankings. So all the natural views that I would bring in when I was playing all those big AAA titles in the fall went away. And now my views are down because of this. Directly result of this, my views are fucked. And there's no way I can fix it. All I can do is just keep working and plugging away and hoping my channel eventually crawls itself back up the YouTube search rankings, but it probably will never go back to where it was. I've been around, this channel's been around since 2010, so almost 6 full years, right? How many gaming channels that are out now can you say, wow, that channel's been around for 6 years, putting out tons of videos to get high in search rankings and stuff, and all that was taken away from me last year because of dumb fucking children and YouTube's bullshit. So, unfortunately, I can't buy a camera right now. I'm barely paying my, you know what I mean? I gotta make ends meet here, pay my bills. Any money that I make, anywhere, Patreon, ad revenue, anything that I make has to go towards me in the business, and I can't do any significant equipment upgrades. If people say, why don't you get a new PC? No way I could afford that unless it's an absolute necessity. You know what I mean? Like, I can't spend $850 on a camera that, yes, it will improve my visual quality of my vlogs, but I can't use green screen anyway, so the whole idea that I had there is out of the question. And, that money is better spent trying to pay my bills and pay down my debt and stuff like that, especially because of the dips of income that I've had, okay?